Hey there, my name's Ken Carson. I'm one of the owners here at Xybix, and today I've got in front of you a good sample of the different panel heights that we have, and I want to talk to you today about why we offer certain heights. So we're going to start down here at this far end, and this one right in front of Emily. And so Emily's sitting down, good proper position. She's about 5'5", I'm about 5'11", so that's going to give you perspective. This is 30 inches from the floor. Where we see this a lot is control rooms, utilities, places like that, where they've got video walls and they want to have totally unencumbered vision to those. In some of our 911 centers, we see this where they need to have a collaboration space. Smaller centers where they can have to share paperwork back and forth, or at least talk back and forth with each other. We've got this option at 30 inches. The next up here is 42. Now, I've got 42 here and 48 here. These are by far the most common we use and sell. Probably 90% of what we do, or 95, is one of these two. 42 works great also, so you've got the visual lines, but as you can see where Emily is here, if she can see over this, and her voice is probably going to travel over this also. Where if we come over here on the 48, she's going to have to kind of peek up to view over it, but it's going to trap her voice in there. This works great if you're in a smaller center and you need to work with each other, you do multiple tasks throughout the day. As we go to the larger centers where we might have a separation between call taker and dispatch, this 48 works the best to help trap the noise in there. Now, if you look here on this tile, it looks different than the other ones. These have fabric over them, this one doesn't. This tile's got our compressed fiberglass in there, and our standard one is a 0.55 NRC, noise reduction coefficient, which basically reduces about 55% of the noise that's going to bounce back at you. We can do that on all these upper tiles. So there's your three heights. We're going to talk about kind of the sitting position. Now we're going to work our way over here and talk about some additional heights that we sell occasionally and why we'd want to use those. So now I've got Emily standing here. She's being my model. Thank you very much. And she's standing in. So this is a 65 height, and then over on my far left is an 83. So 65, I think, works really well in a situation where you need that separation. So we've done it before when we have call takers that are really noisy and we need to separate them from dispatch. We've also seen it when you walk into the room. If you have a high traffic area, we can run some 65s in there, and that helps separate the room. Now, me at my height, I can see over the 65 Emily count. So it does give you some of that sound separation and the sight separation, depending on what you're looking for. Now the next one all the way over there is an 83. We don't do this very often, but I've got a project right now, same situation I talked about before, where they're coming into the room, it's driving people crazy. So we're gonna do just a small run of panels there at that 83 height to help separate that distraction, visual distraction and noise distraction. So these are the most common heights we have that we sell for people depending on what their needs are. The great part is we've got a professional design team here that will help talk you through what's gonna work best. Now, a lot of centers don't see 65 or 83, but they're there, so it's something worth thinking about if it will work for you. So I'm gonna show you something real quick here also on how this happens, and we can go from a 48 to 65 because it's really cool how it works. All right, so if you wanna go up from a 42 or a 48, we have what we call a stack-on kit. So this is the same material our frames are made of, 14 gauge steel, powder coated, and then we've got a kit where we can just stack it on here. So here we are stacked on top of the 48, and we've got the stack on here, super easy, and it takes it up to the 65 height. And what's nice about this is customers have put these on themselves, but what I like about it is if you change your mind or something changes your center, you move people around, you can take this off and go back to the 48. So a very inexpensive way to keep your center looking right and performing right with you without spending a lot of money. So the 83, pretty simple here. We're just gonna be stacking up here and then one more on top. So you get the idea how that works. So very versatile. If you need to change things, it's easy to change. It's easy to swap around. If you got any questions about our panel system, how we make it, what it's made of, or any more of these heights, hit us up. We're here to help.